And so, Taurus, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to see what's going to come out here first in the tarot. So we're going to pull, and then we'll get into maybe oracles later, a little bit later. Yeah, maybe about 2 or 3 oracles. But let's see what's going on here with your love life here, Taurus. Let's see. Taurus energy. Wow, you guys had the 3 of Wands in the reverse. You're no longer waiting. Something has happened. Something has occurred. And I know for some of you, you're like, yes, yes, no, it has not. Okay. Some, excuse me, something has occurred, something will occur, and you're going to have to make a decision about it. Now, let me just say, for some of you, this has something to do with expansion. That means, popping the question, or your person is trying to pop the question, or you're trying to figure out if this is a connection that you're trying to go very deep in. And for some of you, that's just what you're experiencing. You got somebody and you're kind of like, is this going to go somewhere? Are we going to really be in a committed relationship? And for others, I just see that some of you guys are trying to make a decision about being in a relationship that may not be that deep. It doesn't have a lot of depthness, right? You're like, it's a little superficial. This person isn't really like exactly what I want, right? I see some superficiality here. And that is also something that got you on a pause, because here with the 3 of Wands, it's like a pausing energy. You're like, I like them, they're sexy, they're attractive, but I don't know. Some of you guys are trying to make a decision about a relationship, whether it is staying in a relationship, whether entering a relationship, but something isn't quite what you want out of it. Now, interesting enough, the 3 of Wands in the reverse and upright is almost the same in this particular reading. Okay. Because someone has arrived, someone that you've been waiting for, at least somebody has arrived, but it's not quite what you are expecting. Okay. So that's what I am seeing. I know. And maybe you're holding on to this person because you're like, I don't know. I don't want to just give up on them too quickly, even though I know they're not really my cup of tea, but I don't want to. But either way, you guys are going to see what this is all about. This is your starting card. This is the thing that's about to tell the story. Why did that come out? Well, we're going to see. Let's get into it. This is for Taurus. Taurus, 10 of Wands. Interesting. Interesting. This really has something to do about a relationship with someone that is familiar. It is a familiar energy. For some of you, you are single, and this is someone that you've been liking. It is someone that you've been liking, maybe not in a relationship. Some of you guys, this is about someone you've been knowing and you've been in a relationship. But either way, this is about making a decision to either move forward or go back. That is a fact, right? Because I just feel like you don't really know what's going on when it comes down to your love life right now, and you can't truly make a decision. You're going to be faced with that, though. Right? So your reading is basically saying you're going to be making a decision about a relationship, even though you have no idea where it's headed. You're not quite clear about a person's intent, if they're going to actually give you what you want. That's something that I'm saying. And a lot of you are going to be running into that energy, even if you are single, especially if you're dating. That's what you're going to be running into. You're kind of clueless. So your love reading is more like a clueless energy. Okay. You're like, I don't know, yes, I can't really tell you. So that's what I'm saying. And some of you guys were dating, okay, different people. You were dating different people. But for some odd reason, I don't know why I'm seeing that, it kind of slowed down, or again, I still feel like there's somebody from the past that may want you to, spend some time with them. That is what I'm saying. Now let's go ahead. Well, let's see what else is going to come out here for you, Taurus. Let's see. All right. You got the 4 of Wands in reverse with the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is not bad with the 3 of Swords in reverse. However, everything is upright. Yeah. Someone did not make you feel at home. Somebody did not make you feel like you were good enough. And a lot of you are going into connections with that type of feeling based off of what you experienced in your last relationship. And so again, remember, it's directional for you. It's you making a decision and standing on it and seeing your future for exactly the way you want to see it. No compromising. But I'm telling you right now, with this 4 of Wands in reverse, somebody didn't make you feel like you were good enough. And that is what really hurt you. Now, this could be someone in particular. Like I said, for some of you, this is going to be what you're going to be moving into as like, new people, dating new people with that insecurity and that inadequacy that you're going to have to fix within yourself. And then for others, this is someone that you know, and they are the ones that is still making you feel like, do they like me? I don't know if they like me. Do they want me here? Do they love me? You guys are second guessing, okay? Even though it's funny because this person is like around and you're kind of like, well, why are they around? What are they around for? Because they still have you up in your head because you're not quite sure what this really is. So I don't know why they're around either. Not to be honest with you, I really don't. It's just like they're here though. But I don't know why they're not around because they're not making you feel steady. They're not making you feel secure, but they're here. And it's right when you're trying to heal when that person actually enters, especially if it's someone that you know. When you're almost at that point of healing and being okay, that's when this person comes back up again. Or for a lot of you, you've been taking a lot of time healing yourself and you're dating, but there's still this shakiness. There's, like I said, you still got this little inadequacy thing going. You're like, oh God, please don't hurt me. Please tell me how much you want me. Tell me how much you want to be with me, that type of thing. Because again, there's someone that made you feel like you were not good enough, according to this reading. Now, let's go ahead. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. Hey, introvert. Oh, love it. Oh my God. 8 of Pentacles in a future upright. That is actually really, really good. I'm loving it because everything else is a no-no. There's a no-no for me. You got the Moon card at the bottom of the deck in the reverse spot. You got a lot of emotions that need to be dealt with. And it's interesting because that's really what your reading is about. There is someone who has hurt you. There is someone who has made you second guess yourself. And because a lot of you are going to be just, dating, getting to know people and all of that, your insecurities are coming out a little bit because you're kind of like, I don't know if they still want me here. I'm telling you. Or why are they even around, especially if they're new? You're kind of like, why, do they have good intentions for me? So you got to work on your emotional body. Because here with the 8 of Pentacles is basically saying that you're going to have to do work on yourself. That's number one. Before we even get into the second row, and we're talking about dealing with dating and relationships, there is something majorly that needs to happen here. And it's something you're going to find out too. And it may not make you feel nice. And so you're going to have to go back to the drawing board with that 8 of Pentacles. And you may not want to, but I'm telling you, some of you are going to have to. Because again, there's something that you are unaware. To me, it's something that you're unaware of, and somebody made you second guess. You were real sure about something, and now you're not. You don't know. Again, like I said before, someone made you feel like you were not good enough, or someone made you feel like maybe this is not right. Maybe this is not what I think it is. I'm telling you. Especially with that Moon card being there. But see, now there's a heavy burden that you must carry with that 10 of Wands, and that's coming after that 3 of Wands. See, you thought that you were good. You thought that everything was about to be moving in a certain direction, and something happened. Now you got to put the brakes on. You didn't expect that. This is for Taurus. There it is, 4 of Cups in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse. I told you. You're going to heal from something, but something is going to piss you off. Or a lot of you are healing from the thing that literally still you are holding in your chest right now. Because the 2 of Cups talks about a separation. The two of Cups talks about a breakup or a relationship that was just full of chaos. And if you are in a connection in some way, shape, or form, something is going to make you not feel well. It's going to be something that this person will do. Remember, the moon is so funny because the moon is coming out in everybody's reading. That something is being exposed and something is going to put you in your feelings, 4 of Cups, and you are not going to feel good about it. But I like those who, like I said before, you are working on yourself. You are working on your emotions. And a Four of Cups is a good thing in reverse because you're no longer feeling depressed and sad and melancholy. Now you have a new perspective, a new outlook on life, which you will be having. Okay. But someone really did a doozy here on you. That is what I'm saying. And it could happen now. It could be happening during a new moon. It could be happening during the eclipses here in March sometime. I'm telling you, something is about to occur that's going to put you in that Four of Cups energy. And for some of you, you were already there, and now the Four of Cups is reversed for you because you thought that you will never be able to see light at the end of the tunnel when it came down to love because someone hurt you so badly. And I'm telling you, that is just not the case because we've been seeing y'all reason. Okay. But this is more so closer to home. I can always tell when something is further out in the future. With this one, this feels a little too close for comfort. This makes me feel like there is something here that a lot of you are going to be experiencing soon enough within the next month or so that's going to make you feel a little uncomfortable and you're going to have to make a decision about it. This is for Taurus. Knight of Cups, wow, with the Lovers and the upright. Both of these are in the upright, which is really good. I like this. So there is a connection, okay? There is a connection. But again, you're going to have to make a decision about this connection that's causing a little frustration for you. You know how sometimes, this card can represent like, oh my God, you're just so in love and you're just like, everything just feels so good. It feels so nice. Oh my God, everything feels amazing, right? But look at what is hitting. The Ten of Wands. That means that the thing that you thought was so good and amazing, something happened. That means now the frustrations are starting to kick in and it doesn't feel as quite as good as you want it to be. And so here with the Knight of Cups, you're like, I'm still going to ride on this horse. I'm still going. I'm still here, even though I don't know, even though now something is starting to feel a little heavy on me. Something is feeling heavy, something that I don't like. But you're still willing to put in the work and to stick. But I'm telling you right now, there's going to be something this Ten of Wands is going to get heavier. Because again, that Moon card is showing, and it did show. And I do feel like there's some frustrations or something that's going to cause some type of like, remember the Two of Cups came out, that's going to cause some type of disruption. Let's keep going. This is for Taurus. Some of you guys are going to go on a trip, and that trip is not going to be what you expect. That trip is going to be nice in the beginning, and then there's going to be something about that trip where the person is going to annoy the hell out of you. I don't know what it is, but that's what I'm saying. Okay, the person that you are dating or dealing with is going to do something that's going to irritate you. There it is, Moon in the upright. Look at this. You are suspicious. You know someone that you've been dealing with is on some crazy shit, or they are doing something or have done something that you know for a fact is suspicious as hell. And you're like, you're hiding something from me. And I can tell you right now, whoever you've been dealing with, hell yeah, they are hiding something. It is actually hitting the Four of Wands. Of all things, the home, the Four of Wands. Let me tell you what's so funny. Look at the title of this reading. Look at the title of this reading. I totally forgot that I put home or house in the reading, and that is exactly what came out was the Four of Wands. Y'all been seeing, y'all sat here, y'all saw me pull. What did I say? You had to come out of the house? Well, the secret is out. The secret is going to come out of the house, which is what? The heart, the home. Whatever is closest to you, you're going to find out about it. So here's someone who is close to you, this is a love reading, okay? Making you feel like you're not good enough by something that they were doing to keep in secret. See, I don't like sneaky shit. This is what this person was doing, especially with the Four of Wands, the home, that shit. If you ever know anything about astrology, it's some tough placements that actually happen in the fourth house. And with that moon being there, that is letting me know that this is Cancer, right? Cancer is for fourth house. Moon in the fourth house is like, oh, you love someone. You got deep feelings for somebody. But it came out saying that there's hidden secrets. That shit is going to hurt you, which is the reason why I said what I said. I'm like, oh, wow, you're going to have to work on yourself. Because a lot of y'all did not expect this, or you won't expect it. Single people, let me tell you something, because some of you guys feel left out. When you're looking at this type of reading, the only thing that I can tell you based on what I see is that you are going to be dealing with individuals, but you will not be in a committed relationship in the next 4 months, 4 or 5 months. I don't see you in a committed relationship. And it's because of skepticism. It is because of skepticism. Not that you know something, not that you know it for a fact. It's going to be because of skepticism for you. But if you are in a committed relationship, if you are talking to someone, at least if they are close enough to you with the Four of Wands, baby, you know for a fact that they're hiding. Because at first, remember, this moon card, y'all didn't see it. That moon card was in reverse. So I already knew you were going to find out. Especially when it came out with that Four of Wands. You could be dealing with someone who's a Pisces, a Virgo, a Gemini, or an Aries, maybe even a Sagittarius. But I'm telling you right now, there is someone sneaky as hell, and you know for a fact that they're doing some shit that they're not supposed to be doing. Now, I'm not saying that someone can't be accusing you of that, but I'm saying that somebody here is doing something that they shouldn't be doing. You don't feel loved at all. You don't feel cherished and desired. I mean, a little bit, but not too much. I feel like they kind of packed it on in the beginning. They packed it on, and then all of a sudden they pulled the release button on your ass, and now you're falling. And you're like, oh my God, I don't feel the same way. They don't feel the same way. And you're starting to panic a little bit with that moon card. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. This is for Taurus. Let's see. Oh, you guys had two too. Wow. Look at that. Baby, don't play with spirit, honey. Queen of Swords, baby. It's about to go down, honey. 8 of Swords. You have been protected. Let me tell you something. You know how sometimes, just based off of what I'm seeing here, the 8 of Swords in reverse is letting me know you weren't seeing things clearly. Clearly, you weren't, right? Because the eye folds is on the 8 of Swords, right? That means you weren't seeing things clearly in the beginning. Okay. And truly, there's something about your energy where you came in defenseless and you allowed someone in your home, you allowed someone into your sacred space, which is your heart. You allow someone in, and it's not saying that you did anything wrong, but you let down your guard. You were defenseless, because that is what the 8 of Swords is basically saying in the reverse. You were defenseless. You had no protection, and that person came right on in and did and will do what they intended to do. Why? Because now you're coming out with the Queen of Swords and you're like pissed as hell. Because the Queen of Swords is get out of my house. The Queen of Swords is do not call me, don't come near me, get away from me energy. This is where I draw the line. That's the Queen of Swords. Why? It's coming right after the moon. So if you look at, and this came out too, by the way. So this is letting me know that for some of you, there's freedom. That is what that is saying. And a lot of you are going to end up freedom. In this reading is saying freeing yourself from the snake that is actually in the house. Remember, we're saying anything, the house is Cancer energy. It's where love resides. That's what's in your heart. And a lot of y'all are so in love, you're too blind to see here with the 8 of Swords. Spirit is going to have to take care of this. This is just what it is. Spirit is like, oh, no, I'm going to have to pull Taurus up out of here. And now let me show you what's at the bottom of the deck. There you go. It was obvious from the jump that something here was off. So here you go. Here's another card with the woman got her face in her hand. Is that a coincidence? She has her face in her hand with this one. She has her face in her hand with this one. This is total dissatisfaction. And someone who you feel that you let in is not reciprocating, or you feel left out, you don't feel loved, you feel rejected in some kind of way. Rejected, they could be laying right next to you just because they're not doing anything. Rejected because there's no communication. Rejected, and again, you're going to be at a place where you're going to have to decide, do I want this connection, or do I even want to continue with the person who's been here? That's what you're going to be faced with. What was the title of the reading? Love, love, love. You're going to have to come up out of that house. 4 Wands. House is where the home. That's where the heart is residing. let's see what comes out in your oracles. Let's see what's coming out here for you, Taurus. 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 Wow, you had 4. I'm going to take it. Look at that. Manipulation, baby. Called it. Called it from the jump. Somebody think they are slick as hell. Uniform. This is like the Aries energy. It could be someone who's manipulative, who tries to have power over you in some type of way. Uniform is also making me feel like someone is used to this behavior and they know how to act, or to me, it's like they know how to act in order to fool you in some degree. But this is a very apathetic energy. I don't like it, because when that card comes out, you got to be careful, because this is the type of person that they are so nasty with how they are. They can care if you are here or not. They're only here to get what they want. They're only here because you can provide them with something, or I'm not gonna say it's emotional. It may be emotional support, but it's something else. Because the Emperor usually wants conquest, and it's all about a conquest for them. That is also female energy as well. Divine masculine, divine feminine. That could be either or. It does not have to be only divine masculine. Okay, someone in general who is unhappy, but they got this evil spirit. I don't like it. Here, fleeting passion, just as quick as they came in, they're going to be quick to leave. I can tell you that. It may seem like there's a lot of chemistry here, but I'm not necessarily seeing this being something that's going to be long term. Now, there is a connection that you're going to be able to water. It does say putting in effort, watering your own grass, growth, and having patience. I feel like this is both. I feel like there's going to be a connection that's going to come in where it's going to actually have potential for growth. But remember when I said that the 8 of Pentacles here, what did you have to do? Work on yourself. You're going to have to. Because somebody's going to do something to you, or some of you already experienced it. You already know what I'm talking about. Some of you guys are here only to water yourself at the moment and have patience, because there's going to be someone that's going to come in and give you the very thing that you want. Okay? Last one, discovery. Yes. What did the moon card say? Something was hidden. What does it say? Aha moment, sudden insight, realization. Told you. So if something was hidden, or if you didn't know, or if you were a little confused, remember I said you had some decisions to make, or you will be making those decisions. It is definitely some type of breakthrough or insight from what I'm seeing in this reading. This is what I have for you here, Taurus. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe. Oh, manipulation talked about gaslighting, by the way. Selfishness and wanting it their way. Coming out with that uniform, coming out with that Emperor. Baby, what does it mean? Dead weight. Okay, I forgot. I didn't read that card. My bad. Taurus, thank you guys so much again for coming back to my channel. If you are interested in reading, all the information is down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that bell, okay?